Philly's #1 website.
Let's get it right here then.
Is power99.com.
Yo, I was listening to a song, and I think it was the Adele song, where you said that there was one point where you was at the Grammys, you felt like you didn't belong. You know, I'm sure you've grown a lot since you've had those feelings. You ever step in a room now as a boss and feel like, I don't really know how to maneuver in this room, or I feel uncomfortable?
You know, a lot of times, I think as a boss, that's our job, to find ways to maneuver. You know what I mean? That's just like I remember sitting down with Jay-Z one time, and he told me, a word of advice he gave me was, stop listening to the beat for if you like it or not. Listen to the beat for if you can make it work or not. You dig? So, that was something I held on to. So if I do walk into a room and it's a different type of vibe or atmosphere, I think that's when the boss is supposed to come out and make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Speaking of being a boss and taking it to the next level, this is your last album on Def Jam.
Right.
What's going to be your next step? You might go indie. Are you going to go with another major? Have you decided that yet?
No, I got a lot of options. I got a lot of options on the table right now, and as early as tomorrow, I'm supposed to be sitting back down with L.A. Reid.
Okay.
Maybe speaking with Mr. Bartles again over at Def Jam, and finally making a decision. Offers been going back and forth for over the last month and a half, and I just wanted to take my time. It really wasn't no reason to rush, just to see what the numbers could possibly grow to, and continue to show them how I maneuver with marketing, such as with this album, and it's feeling good. It's gonna be a big move.
How does that affect MMG? Like, and the situation you got going on there, like business-wise?
Anything that empowers the team empowers everybody. You know what I'm saying? The more powerful you are as a team member, it only strengthens us all.
Right.
That go for everybody in the business that we in. And this is going to be one for the history books as far as for Double MG. And, the moves to come behind that should only get greater.
Right. Speaking of MMG, when's Self-Made 4 coming out?
Yeah, top of the new year, Self-Made 4 be dropping, and that's what I saved all our Double MG features for.
Didn't I say that?
So if you notice on this Rick Ross Black Market album, ain't no MMG features on it, and I saved all the dope music for Self-Made 4 that's coming on top of the new year.
I said that on air because that was a big news story. There's no MMG artists. They're beefing. Rick Ross is trying to stay out the beef, the Wale Meek situation. I knew that was coming because I'm like, he saved all of it for Self-Made 4.
And I think it's just dope being able, in this day and age, when people say compilations are dead, to be coming back with Self-Made 4. I think that's so big, you know what I mean? And that's something I'm proud of, and the team proud of, because we all blossomed from that. That was one of the first projects when we first put MMG together with Wale, Meek, so on and so forth. The first one, we put a young Kendrick Lamar on there, and just from different coasts, and that's what it was always about.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you about that. How do you handle that situation as kind of a mentor when two people that you are responsible for their careers don't get along?
I've never even seriously had to consider that question, just due to the fact that, when little homies are little homies and brothers are brothers, and the love is intact, and I could honestly say that's what I say. If it was some cheating, robbing going on and some cut, when it's a real problem or it's a real issue. The little homies done had words before, and soon as Meek got out, we all came out and rocked the shows together.
Yeah.
And that's just a part of the game. If you think Rose have perfect days every day, sorry, wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But do you sit them down and say, yo, for the good of the team, I need y'all to do this? Do you have one-on-ones? How does that work?
It's like they all lived with me before, so they know me. So still to this day, I have what's the problem? I still don't know, because by the time it get to me, it's already, it's pretty much clear.
Okay.
Right.
And if I don't know if is there beef? Can there be a beef? If I don't know what's going on, what is the beef? Right. So it's not one at all. That's just my feeling.
Yeah.
Right. Ross, do you truly believe in more money, more problems? Because it seems like, everyone comes at you. The people are naming you in lawsuits.
Not to cut you off, but I think that was always a cool way to put it, more money, more problems. But I really believe that you know, when you have more money, you involved in more things.
Yeah.
You have more businesses,
More
so,
people.
right? You deal with, you have your hands in more people's. You know, it's more accountability, more responsibility. So there will be more lawsuits, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I feel if this is something you're doing and something you love, and you're doing it, the way you're supposed to, whatever come, will be worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to talk about something that was so interesting to me. I was reading an article and it said that you were ghostwriting for people and you were one of the biggest ghostwriters in the game. Who are you? Who was that misquoted? Was that really said? And if so, who are you writing for? Like, I want to know. Tell me, please.
Because
I'm like, okay,
we just talked about this last week, right?
Because Meek says he writes all his own records, right? So that's what Meek, right? So I'm starting to think, who could he be writing for? Is it Wale?
I don't write for MMG artists. By me being a true writer, for you to be signed to MMG, you have to be a purist.
Right. So would Drake be signed?
I'm not looking for, artists that, as far as to be right in my immediate circle. I'm not looking for artists that, can come with, a certain amount of creativity. But me in my earlier years, that's what I did. That's how I got on, was ghostwrite for artists. That's how I, built a lot of these relationships from East to West Coast.
Hey, speaking of MMG artists, do you have any female artists on MMG?
I have no female artists on MMG, but I have one young female that I got my eyes on. Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I just really, that's a big responsibility.
Everybody says that. So much
female
more difficult.
Is a big responsibility, and
Yeah.
I mean, the responsibility is what? You gotta
makeup,
it's just
glamour.
The glam squad.
But is it really when you're making money? Like, what's the problem?
I mean, if you're making money, it's always a beautiful thing, but, it's everything to go along with it. And, I just feel like really the right artist may not, presented herself for the, just the timing ain't been right. I done seen a lot of dope artists I came across, but I just wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, I remember. I thought Brianna at one point was gonna get. I don't know why. I felt like she's from Miami.
Yeah, she's from Miami.
Yeah.
And, she was signed to my homie Po Boy Entertainment label E-Class. Shout out to E-Class. I just got off the phone with the homie, but she was always doing her thing.
Yeah. So ciphering with Kanye West before the accident. Tell me about that.
Young Kanye West, young Renzel. Sitting in the studio, he was actually producing for an artist that I was actually ghostwriting for. And, we met on, several terms, several grounds. And I remember one particular session in Miami. We had a lot of time while the artist was working on what we gave him. We had a lot of time just to build, and he played me so many beats. I played him so many records, and we actually discussed him executive producing my project. Mm-hmm. So this was before we
everything.
both was successful.
Yo, who? I want to know who. Will you ever say?
That's not really my thing, because me being a writer, it's all about the music to me.
Okay.
Ghostwriting, the topic and the name comes up, and it is interesting, and I understand that as fans, but as an artist and a writer, to me, the relationships are more important than the credit.
Yeah.
So that's why when you do write for someone you really care about or cool with, you have a whole nother publishing set up for that has no ties to you. You do, and you do that, just for love for the artist.
Right.
So you don't currently do that, right?
Out of respect for privacy.
Okay.
I haven't currently been writing.
I wanted to know. I was hypothesizing. I was doing dates and stuff. Who is it? Is that? Do you think that's acceptable though? Because that's a big conversation in hip hop right now. Ghostwriting.
To me, at the end of the day, it's all about the music. If you don't have a hit record, we have nothing to even talk about. So what you got to do to make your hit record is what you have to do to make your hit record. When you find a situation where there's a huge hit record that one artist sat and created with a producer, to an artist like me, someone that's really, really digging into the texture of the music, that's a big plus for. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, the fans just want to, have a good time.
Yeah. Any records about Lyra on the album, Black Market?
Oh, she most definitely mentioned
A couple
on
of
the album
a couple of records
times.
about her. Were you writing love songs? Anything for her?
Oh, she most definitely mentioned.
Did she inspire you?
Yes, she do.
So your relationship with her, there's music on the album inspired by Lyra?
Yes, she do. She be in the studio a lot, talking slick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got a skit, Lyra? What we doing, Lyra?
she be in the studio.
Yeah.
She want to ghostwrite.
Okay.
You should.
Okay, sign her.
Do it.
Nah, but we just been when we in the studio just kicking it. I might have the music playing. She always around.
Yeah.
Right.
Are y'all planning a wedding?
Right now we just having fun right now, just enjoying what we got.
Yeah.
Nice.
An engagement. How about babies? Y'all talked about that?
Not yet.
Lyra? No babies? Y'all just enjoying the moment, right?
That's it.
So Black Market, tell us about it, man. What can they expect from this album?
Just expect, Renzel at his prime, you know what I'm saying? Mariah Carey, John Legend, the big homie CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
Future, Nas. It's just a lot of incredible music. It's a lot of heartfelt music. I put a lot into this album, and hopefully all my fans really love where I went with it.
Yeah.
No doubt. Ross, we appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate your time.
Every time.
Your radio is locked to Philly's Power 99 FM.